Alright, so this is a Bilstein HD shock. It is for a 1989 Honda Civic, and it has some Cusco top hats. These shocks for the car have been sitting on the shelf for 14 years. I went to put them back on the car and 3 of them are leaking oil and 1 doesn't seem to have any more gas pressure. So I'm going to take this shock apart, try to rebuild it, and we'll go from there and see how it goes. Okay, that's all. Alright, the shock has been depressurized. As you can see, there's not really that much pressure in these particular shocks. The dividing piston sits about right here, I would say, and there really just isn't that much pressure. So next thing we're going to do is, this is on there very tight. I want to pull that off, but I'm going to have to use a puller. So we'll pull the piston first, then we'll use the puller to pull this off. So this shock doesn't have a crimp top. It has just it's just pressed in there. So I'm just going to use a flathead screwdriver and lift it up. Looks like there's water in there. So this is just the top cap, it's just pressed in there. Down. Alright, so now we need to press down this guide. That will expose the snap ring. You know what? So what I'm using here is a piece of TIG filler rod, and I have sharpened the end. A lot sharper than like a flathead. No, that needs to go down a little bit more. Alright, got the top retaining ring out. And again, this is the best tool. It's a piece of, I guess you could use a coat hanger or anything, any kind of wire. And I just ground the end down really sharp. You could use like a flathead screwdriver. This works better than a flathead screwdriver. It's just really sharp on the end, just for picking at the ring. So now let's see if we can get this out. I'm just gonna hammer down on the piston and see if we can push this out. If not, we'll pull it out. You know what? I don't think there's enough oil inside to pull the piston up, especially with the gas out. So look how foamy that is. Alright, I need to take out a second snap ring. Alright, the second snap ring is out. Alright. So here is the piston. This is a shortened shaft from Bilstein, and this was revalved, I don't know, 14 years ago. So So that's how much fluid's inside. Not much. What I'm going to do now is pull off the collar. This collar is on there with the rubber O-rings and hockey tape. And it's not going to come off. So what we got to do is I have a little fitting here. Alright, so this is the sleeve, just a regular sleeve. It's good shape, no issues. Alright, yikes, it's a mess. Take the ring off. Okay, 2 rings. Then this is the spring, the sleeve mount. Alright, so this has a little recessed groove in it to sit over the clip here. Alright, and now we need to take out the dividing piston inside. So alright, what I have here is a nitrogen tank. Now, you don't have to do this with nitrogen tank. I think you can just go to the gas station and use the air pump. But I have a nitrogen regulator and I have the blower on it. So we're gonna just blow nitrogen in and blow out the dividing piston. And I'm just going to stick the tube inside so that the piston shoots out into the bag. There is the piston. There seems to be like some water in this oil. Everything's a little bit rusty. Anyways, we'll check it out. So now the tube is basically empty. All right, next thing I think I'm going to do is cut this bracket off. I never use it. It's extra weight and it doesn't, might as well just cut it off. Right, so what I did is I used a tube brush and a drill to clean up the tubes. Then I sprayed them down with WD-40, and it's going to be maybe 2 weeks before the parts come in. So I'm just waiting on them, and I thought spraying the inside down with WD-40 helps stop them rusting, and that's it. So that's it for this video. Hopefully next video I'm reassembling everything and it goes smoothly. All right.